Here at the airport, about to book all my luggage in, one bag, and then off to Melbourne. Got my little rent-a-car here, about to get on the road. It looks pretty sporty. It's a beautiful Nissan Micra. My wife would be proud. She owned a Nissan Micra for quite a few years. So let's get on the road. So here I am on the farm. The event will begin in about half an hour. Let's go explore. So I want to tell you what this trip was about. Now this event was to raise money for the Australian Food Sovereignty Alliance. So basically sometimes these little farmers in Australia get bullied out of farming by some of the big corporations that are paying money to some of the food authorities and government regulators. So they just roll into these farms and say, you're not doing these things right, and they shut them down. Now, because these small farms don't have like a team of lawyers and legal advisors and pockets full of cash to say, hang on, what's going on here, let's fight this. Sometimes they don't know and they have to shut down. This has been happening here in Australia. So basically, this event was to raise money for the Australian Food Sovereignty Alliance Legal Defence Fund. So we've got about 450 people at this event. Because there's so many people, we've broken into 3 groups. This group that I'm in, we are going through the butcher house where they cure all the meats and work with all the meats. See this couple here with a baby. They came up to me with an accent, and I can't do their accent, but they basically said, we've flown in from New Caledonia because we got your email, Daniel, and we saw your video, and we've flown in especially for this event. I wish I had more time, I would have interviewed them, but how cool is that? Flew in from New Caledonia. Hope you've enjoyed those little clips from the day. Stay tuned, I've got more videos coming out. Georgia from Stirring Change. Also Lisa Heenan, the director of the Polyfaces documentary. Very good, check it out. We'll be talking to her. Dan from Dan's Eggs, Madeline Scott talking about crowdfunding. Right now, I'm going to leave you with this great, just little clip from Joel. It goes for about 1.5 minutes talking about a story where you can farm anywhere. Talk to you next time.
I ran to a lady in Edmonton, big city, 5th floor condominium, no money, no land. She desperately wanted a farm. How can I start? So she knew one friend that had a little backyard. She went to this friend, she said, would you let me put a 7 meter by 10 meter garden in your backyard? Sure, go ahead. So she put it in. It was beautiful. Within about 3 months, the next neighbor came over and said, hey, that's a beautiful garden. Do you think your friend would put one in my backyard? Well, I don't know, I'll ask her. Well, sure, I'll do it. So she put that in. When I met her 18 months after the first garden, she was now farming 18 backyards, a full-time farmer with a part-time helper, and her entire tool, equipment tool inventory could go on saddlebags on her bicycle, and her whole farm was mobile on a bicycle. And she was making a full-time income farming backyards. So, never underappreciate the opportunity with cleverness to be able to overcome your, whatever your situation is, and realize that if somebody has done it, it can be done.